Okay, another Beatles morning here where I will be butchering the Beatles. Okay, let's just choose one at random, shall we? To start off. Okay. Oh wow, this is a bit. Okay, F6. Where is it? Is it over here? You say, hey, thinking time is here, IPO is here. You say yes, I say no. You say stop, but I say go, go, go. Oh no. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. You say hi, I say hi. You say hello, you say why, and I say I don't know. Oh no. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. Goodbye, I say hello. Why do you say goodbye? Goodbye, na 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 na. Oh no. You say goodbye, and I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. Don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. You say yes. I say, but I mean you say stop. I'll stay till it's time to go. Oh, oh no. You say goodbye and I say hello. Hello, hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say hello. Hello, hello. I don't know why you say goodbye. I say, where is it? Hello, hello. Hey la, hey hello, hey la, hey hello, hey ya, hey ya. Okay. Shane is here. I suck wet farts. S tier. Let's put it this way. There's a major difference between a fart and a queef. Both of them can be rancid. Both of them can be terrible. Both of them can be awful. However, with a fart, you usually get a lot more methane, right? Digestive gases. With a queef, depending on what it is that you, well, did there earlier, or what she did there earlier, you could have a very, very lovely queef, right? That's just like a bunch of air if you're pounding really hard and there's a lot of air coming in, and then there's a queef. So it comes out basically oxygen, but with that lovely scent of vagina that either bodes well or doesn't bode well. So it really does depend on your partner, because some queefs can be unbelievably attractive and others not so much. Of course, as always, if you smell funky down there, let her know, and she should seek medical attention. Okay. What is this, says Geolecula. Hi, it's whatever it is you want it to be, man. Wow, you've gone from the Beatles to the anatomy of queefs. I love the channel. Yes, Stone Smurf. And it's true. I mean, hey, and if you think the Beatles never queefed, it's probably because they don't have a vagina. So what are you gonna do? Okay. Joined Mint Queef. Hey, Philonetic. Hey, Josie, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Wow, how heart of gold. Na, 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 na. I've been searching for a heart of gold. It's a great song. I love Neil Young. I don't know a lot of his discography, but I loved him with Crosby, Stills and Nash. I loved his solo work. Tom York did a few covers of his that I have since grown to really, really love. Have you ever prayed in a mosque? So no, I haven't, although it is allowed. According to most halachic rulers. Not everybody would agree. Most halachic rulers would agree. Okay. Let's go. Beatles, right? We're butchering the Beatles here live from Jerusalem. So that was Hello Goodbye, which I just at random turned. But if anyone has a suggestion, ideally something that I didn't do in the previous two parts of me butchering the Beatles. Can guitar music be played in a synagogue? Yes, it can. And many synagogues do have guitars and drums. And I'm not talking about, let's say, on the Sabbath or the festival where Orthodox halacha, rabbinic law, does not allow it. I'm talking about every day. Mainly it's done during Rosh Chodesh, the new moon, when Hallel, when certain psalms are recited. Blessings, blessings to all of you from Jerusalem. The haters as well. Okay, so since nobody is giving anything right now, I'll just turn another page at random. Yes, many haters, Francha or Franca. Yes, many. But that's okay, haters gonna hate. Oh, wow, do I remember this one? I don't know, do I? Oh, man. No, I don't think I do. Let's see. Yeesh. No, that's going to be a difficult one to play. E9. What the fart? No, I don't know if I'll be able to do this one. At least not well. Okay, no, I'm not going to do this one. A different one. Here comes the sun. I was supposed to have a capo. I don't have a capo, but we'll try anyway. Here comes the sun, I'll say, it's alright. Oof, it's alright, and what the hell? Little darling, it's been a long, cold, lonely winter. Little darling, it feels like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. I'll say it's alright. Okay. I'm not gonna get these little tiny chord changes, you know, the little fingers. I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Little darling, the smiles returning to their faces. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been here. Here comes the sun. No, no, here comes the sun. I'll say it's alright. La la la. Sun, 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 here it comes. Sun, sun, sun. feel that ice is slowly melting. Little darling, it seems like years since it's been cleared. Here comes the sun, oh, here comes the sun. I'll say it's alright. APO is here. Fuck calculus, fuck organic chemistry. I am not a man of science. I am not a man of math. But I do deeply appreciate those who are, because that's a whole other way to use your mind. You know what I'm saying? Scrolling down. Hey, AA is here. Kelvin is here. Think religio will always stand in the way. In the way of what, man? So Stone Smurf, I did play Eleanor Rigby. The other day. I'd rather do things that I haven't played yet. But maybe I will. Are you in the Garden of Gethsemane? No, I'm not Austrian painter. Good to see you again, man. How are you people doing on this lovely Tuesday morning? Philonetics says Sergeant Pepper. Will I be able to play that one? It was 20 years ago today. Sergeant Pepper taught the band to play. They've been going in and out of style, but they're guaranteed to raise a smile. So may I introduce to you the active known for all these years, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We're Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. We hope you will enjoy the show. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Sit back and let the evening go. Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely, Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. It's wonderful to be here. It's certainly a thrill. You're such a lovely audience, yes you are. We'd like to take you home with us. We'd love to take you home. Oh, I don't really want to stop the show, but I thought you might like to know that the singer's gonna sing a song, and he wants you all to sing along. So let me introduce to you, you know who? The one and only Billy Shears and Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Yeah. Hooray! All right, that was a good suggestion. You're here with me. Oops, sorry. You're here with me live from Jerusalem as I butcher the Beatles. Fine weather is here. Dan Steve is here. Kelvin, hello. Hey, oh, so very ordinary is back in the house. That's very cool. Okay. A little help from my friends. Ooh. Will I be able to do that one? It's a good question. Okay, so continuing basically the album. would you think if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your ears and I'll sing, sing, sing you a song. I will try not to sing out of key, but I will. I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. What do I do when my love is away? Does it worry you to be alone? How do I feel by the end of the day? Are you sad because you're on your own? No, I get by with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get high with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need what? Oh, now. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Would you believe in a love at first sight? Yes, I'm certain that it happens all the time. It does, you know. How do I see when I turn out the lights? I can't tell you, but I know it's mine. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Do you need anybody? I need somebody to love. Oh, could it be anybody? I want somebody to love. Oh, I get by with a little help from my friends. I'm gonna try with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get high with a little help from my friends. Yes, I get by with a little help from my friends, with a little help from my friends. Hooray! Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Nadia's here. Hey, Nadia, how you doing? Love your butchering the Beatles sessions. Really enjoying this. You're 1,000 times better than what I could do. I doubt it. But I appreciate the kind sentiment and the good vibes. D1 is here. Hey, D1. How you doing? Note to self, make some friends. Yes, indeed. Do you hate the Beatles? No, I don't. But I don't play guitar too well, which is why I'm butchering their songs. But I have a feeling that the Fab Four would be okay with it. I don't know. Maybe. I mean, who knows, right? How are you people? How are you people doing this lovely Tuesday? It's the middle of the week. In Hebrew, we say pa'amayim kitov. That is 2 times good, meaning that in the account of creation in Genesis, on the first day, God saw that it was good. On the second day, because that implies duality, there was no it was good. On the third day, it said, and he saw that it was good twice. So Tuesday is known as pa'amayim kitov. Twice it is good. Tuesday is also very famously the day when Earth was created, and Earth was the one who missed the mark initially. And we human beings who were later created from that Earth also missed the mark, copying and emulating the Earth from whence we came, as it were. And the missing of the mark of the Earth was that the Lord God, Creator, told the Earth to bring forth fruit trees bearing fruit. And what it did was bring forth fruit-bearing trees. And that's a very, very interesting distinction. The idea was initially, right, nowadays, for instance, the tree behind me is a pomegranate tree, and the tree right next to me over here is a lemon tree. And there are lemons and pomegranates on it, and ripe and ripening. And it's only the fruit that actually contains the sustaining elements that are, well, included in the fruit and all the vitamins and nutrients and so on. The idea of a fruit tree bearing fruit was that every part of the tree, from the root until the fruit, the bark and the flowers and the stems and the leaves and the branches and everything, would have the same sort of sustaining attributes, that sort of that final product thing, as the fruit itself, as the final product. However, the earth on this Tuesday, on this third day, the earth missed the mark. And instead of bringing forth fruit trees bearing fruit, it brought forth fruit-bearing trees that we see here now next to me, where only the final product actually gives you what is needed to sustain the body, by and large, as far as the fruit is concerned. And the bark lost its sustaining elements and its flavor. And so did the leaves, and so did the flowers, and so did the branches. And the idea is that when creation is once again elevated, and when we stop missing the mark, and when we are able to partake of the fruit of the tree of life, then the bark and the leaves and the stems and the branches and everything leading up to the final product would have the flavor, the taste, and the sustaining element and nature of the final product itself. A fruit tree bearing fruit. Okay, let's continue. I want to go rob fruit trees, you just remind me. Hey, Hobo Baggins, how you doing, man? So Tikkun Olam is all about the final result. Well, Tikkun Olam is going back to the initial blueprint and the plan before we missed the mark, before the earth missed the mark, right? It's us going back to our root. It's the earth going back to its root insofar as it was planned in Eden. Now, people say, and rightly so, that this idea of missing the mark that the earth did, and later on we who were created from that earth also missed the mark and jumped the gun and had partaken of the fruit of knowledge of good and evil before the Sabbath came in, which is where we were appointed to do so, esoterically speaking. And we will be able to overcome that, and we will be able to go back to our root and to the original intent, but now it's not simply given to us. We will have merited it. And that would have made all the difference, right? The road not taken, that would have made all the difference. We didn't take that road initially, but now we will have merited taking that road through suffering, through understanding, through grace and love, and fellowship, God willing, God willing. This guy found Paul McCartney's weed stash. I may have. I don't think he has a stash. I mean, he doesn't have it stashed away, I'm sure. Ooh, lovely Rita. Let's do that. Let's do lovely Rita. Let's do lovely Rita. I hope I can do it. Lovely Rita, meter maid. Nothing can come between us. Let's see. Rita! Where is lovely Rita, meter maid? Lovely Rita, meter maid. I love this book. I do. All right, let's see. Lovely Rita, 118. Let's go to page 118. Okay, so I need to tune down the guitar, but I'm not going to do that. So you'll have to bear with me here. Lovely Rita. Oh, wait, no. Lovely Rita, meter maid. Lovely Rita, meter maid. Oh! Lovely Rita, meter maid. Nothing can come between us. When it gets dark, I throw your heart away. Yes, I do. Standing by the parking meter, when I caught a glimpse of Rita, filling in a ticket in a little white book, in a cap that looked much older, and the bag across her shoulder made her look a little like a military man. Bam, bam, boom, bam. Lovely Rita, meter maid, may I inquire discreetly? When are you free to take some tea with me? Rita! So you know what I did? Well, I'll tell you. Took her out, tried to win her, had a laugh and over dinner. Told her I would really like to see her again, cause it's Rita, right? Got the bill, Rita paid it, took her home, nearly made it. Sitting on the sofa with a sister or two. Oh, lovely Rita, Mita maid, where would I be without you? So give us a wink and make me think of you, lovely Rita, Mita maid. Lovely Rita, Mita maid. Lovely Rita, Mita maid. Lovely Rita, Mita maid. Ha ha, hey hey, ha hey hey, hey hey, oh, hey, oh, Thank you, Dawson. I appreciate it. Are you indeed in the Netherlands? How are you? I lived in the Netherlands for 3 years. Never picked up the language, but it's quite a place. Quite a place. I was wondering what anyone thinks, says Bob, about the United States and Israel losing the war against Iran. The war is definitely lost. The American people and now military members are rejecting it. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not in the US. And while I am an American born abroad, I've never voted. I'm not part of the life there. I have no life there. I've got friends and family there, aplenty, but my life is here in Israel. Insofar as the war is concerned, I'm pretty sure that having air superiority over Iran kind of seals the deal. And indeed, the US and Israel do have air superiority there. And while it doesn't immediately mean a regime change, and I do feel the regime change will need to come from within and from the people, it's giving them that opportunity and that length of breath, if you will, or at least the potential thereof, in order to grab the bull by the horns at some point, maybe with other militia from Iraq. I don't know. The geopolitical thing is so convoluted and so above my pay grade. But I think that militarily speaking, the war was not lost. Now you can make a distinction. Oh, no, it wasn't that it's lost. A lot of achievements were made, but the actual objectives of the war as they were laid out were not, right? There was no mission success. There was no victory in that sense. And you can make that argument. You can make that argument for sure. Now, regime change was not one of the objectives of the war, though it would have been a fine, byproduct. So yeah, I don't know. Air superiority doesn't, no, it's not victory, but it's definitely on the road to victory. Come on, air superiority is a lot. It really is a lot. It doesn't mean victory in the sense of all of your objectives have been accomplished and you have mission success. In that sense, no. He says you need to have boots on the ground to secure absolute victory. I agree. To secure it, you need boots on the ground. You can't hold with airplanes. I agree. But insofar as, look, air superiority is a lot. You know it and I know it. It really is a lot. But yeah, I agree. Calm East says, why do so many countries dislike the Jews? You'll have to talk to those countries. I can make a few assumptions, but that's all that it would be. Y'all want to choose a song for me to butcher? Hey, Sparkplug, the chain? What do you mean the chain? already did Here Comes the Sun. Hey, upside down canoe. I did Here Comes the Sun. Ooh, Yellow Submarine. Let's do Yellow Submarine. Let's do Yellow Submarine. I like that. Let's go with that. That's something easy that I could do and not butcher too much, though I definitely will. Yeah, and if not with the chords, then with the song itself. Okay. Wait, Yellow Submarine should be in the Y. Y. Should be Y-E, right? Yellow. Come on, why can't I find it? All right, let's look over here. What? Am I looking in the wrong spot? I guess I am looking in the wrong spot. It's the wrong book. So these two books that I have of the Beatles and the chords were given to me by my parents when I left for yeshiva, and I was learning how to play guitar, and I've used them a lot over the years. Where is Yellow Submarine? Ah, there it is, on 198. 198 in the town. Okay. Once again, this needs to be a half a step down, but I'm not going to do that. So it's going to be too high. But okay. So what, should I go low or should I go high? In the town. No. In the town where I was born lived a man who sailed to sea, and he told us of his life in the land of submarines. So we sailed up to the sun till we found the sea of green, and we lived beneath the waves in our yellow submarine. Y'all know the lyrics. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Incidentally, what a great film is Yellow Submarine. Whew. Trippy. And our friends are all aboard. Many more of them live next door. And the band begins to play. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Have it. As we live the life of ease, every one of us is all we need. Sky of blue, sea of green, and a yellow submarine. Ah-ha! We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Now in Hebrew. כולנו גרים בצוללת צהובה, צוללת צהובה, צוללת צהובה. כולנו גרים בצוללת צהובה, צוללת צהובה, צוללת צהובה. That's nice. Obsessed with film. Well, that would be nice. We can stop spending trillions on stupid war. Donald Trump started and has turned into a shit show. Yeah, you know, again, he made his decisions. I don't know his the analysis, the calculations, what went into it. I don't know the factors, right? I don't know anything. I do know that if Trump was dragged into this, he had every reason to do it. I'm not saying he did it the best way, far be it from me to judge. I'm not a military analyst or strategist by any means, or a war expert. I'm not very fond of war. Hey, space time. So I did Good Day Sunshine a couple of days ago. I'd rather do things that are not. Good Day Sunshine is being requested a couple of times. I might just do it again, even though I did it, and I'd rather do things that I haven't ruined yet. Ooh, Penny Lane. That's a good one. Let's see if I can ruin that. Should I bring my kazoo for this one? You better run for your life, little girl. Okay, hang on. P. Penny Lane. In Penny Lane, there is a dude who's ruining the song. There we go. Penny Lane. Oh, wow. Again, a few chord changes that I don't know if I'll be able to do here properly. You'll have to forgive me. And what? And what's this now? And this is, where is it? It's over here. To know. Okay. In Penny Lane, there is a barber showing photographs of every head he's had the pleasure to know. And all the people, where is this? The third one over here, and this is, what? And the people that come and go. I'll never be able to make this chord again. Come and go. Stop and say hello. Is it over here? And on the corner is a banker with a motor car. Wait, where is this? F sharp 7? Yes, F sharp 7. Yes, okay. And little children laugh at him behind his back. And the banker never wears a mask. In the... I can't do this chord. I can't do this chord to save my life. In the pouring rain, very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, I sit and meanwhile back. In Penny Lane, there is a fireman with an hourglass, and in his pocket is a portrait of the Queen. He likes to keep his fire engine clean. It's a clean machine. And, okay, and Penny Lane. What? Penny Lane is in my... Wait, it's a clean machine? Oh, and that's then okay. Full of fish and finger pies in summer. Meanwhile, back behind the shelter in the middle of the roundabout, a pretty nurse is selling poppies from a tray. And though she feels as if she's in a play, she is anyway. Penny Lane, the barber shaves another customer. We see the banker sitting waiting for a trim. And then the fireman rushes in from the pouring rain. Very strange. Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, Penny Lane, Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. There beneath the blue suburban skies, Penny Lane. All right, that was nice. I mean, butchering the Beatles wise. Yes, I love you. Oh. Okay. Clinton was the last time Democrats were mostly pro-American. Really? So you're saying that for 30 years, there has been no Democrat that was mostly pro-American? Curious. Politicians, huh? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Agree, says John. John's video brary, like library. Gotcha. Obama seemed great until I realized how much he did for the advancement of Iran and the Muslim Brotherhood. Then I changed my opinion of him. I mean, some people saw it coming. Yeah. Oh, whoops, sorry. It's very sensitive. All right. Obama is greatest 21st century president, says oh so very ordinary. Well, many people will disagree. I have no idea. I know that insofar as Israel is concerned, he wasn't the most Israel friendly. But I honestly don't know. I just saw some kid say that Dr. Martin Luther King died for our sins. I haven't laughed that hard in a while, says Living Dead Girl. Hey, Living Dead Girl, how you doing? All of my friends come to see me last night. No, that's not the Beatles now. What you do about the video? You look at it again for commentary, speak about it with friends, or speak of it at yeshiva if you go. What are you talking about? Are you talking to me or someone else? Martin Luther King. His name is Luca. He died for our sins. I'm not sure what you mean. What are you talking about, man? Me? He says, I'm not sure what you mean, man. What you do about the video? You look at it again for commentary, speak about it with friends, or speak of it at yeshiva if you go. I haven't been to a yeshiva in any years, but I know what you're talking about, man. Do you like a bit of Eric Clapton? Now, I love Eric Clapton's music, but he has been so anti-Israel these last few years, and it is in some cases difficult for me to separate the art from the artist, even though I should be able to do it, and sometimes I am able to do it with people like Roger Waters, with people like Eric Clapton. It's difficult for me to do, admittedly. It's my fault. It's not them. It's me. It's a me problem. It's not a they problem. The water situation in Israel, plenty for people. Yeah, there's plenty of water. Some is desalinated, if I'm not mistaken. Plenty of water to go around. There were times when it was there was a risk of a drought, right? A drought year, but it never lasted too long. And also, Israel has been able to come up with the agricultural technology to, right, irrigation and things, to do a lot with very little water. So, to the credit of the Israeli technological folk, yeah. Agreed, I boycott both of them, says John. Lois Lane says, don't follow artists' politics. Yeah, that probably is the best thing to do. And yet, I can't, it's difficult for me. And again, it's not a problem with them. It's a problem with me, right? There are times when I'm able to separate the art from the artist, and there are times when I am not able to. with people like Roger Waters and Eric Clapton. Those are two examples of somebody that I just can't separate. I can't, for some stupid reason. Is Israel expensive? Yes, Noah. From what I've heard, Israel is quite expensive. You'll have more and less expensive areas, of course. But yes, it is. You stole the land, you thief. Hey, ZZZ, good to see you in the chat again. Back with your terrorist sympathizing agenda, I see. Yeah, okay. Once again, the land of Israel was acquired directly by three main ways. First, it was sold, paid for, right? Lock, stock, and barrel. In the latter half of the 19th century and the first half, former half of the 20th century. Bought and paid for in full. So screw you. The second one was us winning the land in a war that we didn't start, a defensive war, which is completely legal. So screw you. And third, the Arab Muslim leaders in the area beseeched the Arab Muslims and Arab Christians, I suppose, who were here to leave their homes. The Arab armies will come in and genocide all the Jews and cleanse the area, and then they'll be able to come back in a few days. But oops, they lost the war, so screw you. Those are the three main reasons by which land was procured, acquired, bought. The bulk of the state of Israel as we know it now. Now, are there places that are occupied illegally? Yes, and I will stand beside you and say that's illegal, don't do that. Whether it's being occupied illegally or whether it's being occupied illegally and then the bill or law is passed to make it legal, it may have strategic advantages, it may have military advantages, I don't know what, ideological advantages, but it just doesn't seem right and it doesn't seem kosher to occupy a place illegally and literally steal someone's home and then pass the law to make it legal. If that is indeed how it goes down, I am against that and I am all with you on that. Otherwise, calling the Israelis a thief because they're in the land of Israel, calling the kingdom of Judah thieves because they went back to Judea, that shows your ignorance, your hatred, your bigotry, and your terrorist sympathizing ideology. So if I'm able to concede that there are places that are illegally occupied, actually illegally occupied, that should be vacated and returned to their owners, maybe you can concede that you're a terrorist sympathizer and that you want to likely, though I don't recall precisely what you've said, likely you don't want Jews here at all. Likely, you're just a hater. So good luck with your hate-filled existence. What a sad little life you must lead, ZZZ. That you need to come on some random Israeli dumbass's live stream while he's playing guitar and stick your terrorist sympathizing ideology into every nook and cranny. What a sad, little, pathetic life you must lead. So hate-filled and so negative. On the other hand, if I'm wrong, and you literally do think only of the poor Palestinians, then I do understand you. But instead of being a keyboard warrior, why don't you get over here to Israel and do something about it, instead of typing zeros and ones on your keyboard, you coward. And I'm calling you a coward, not because I know you, but because you've come here more than once, maybe more than twice, maybe it has been twice, with the same thing as if you're making a difference. And you seem to think you're on the right side of history, though you've said no such thing. I'm implying, right? It's implied. And that you are the righteous one and we are the thieving, colonial, settler, stealing land bullshit. Bullshit. Complete horseshit. So put your money where your mouth is and come over here and do something about it. Otherwise, keep it to yourself, or by all means stay, because more engagement means more people in the chat. And the algorithm of YouTube, right, seeing, oh, there's engagement, let's send more people this dumbass's way. And verily, it's true. The YouTube algorithm has been most gracious and most beneficial to me for 7 or 8 months. Thousands of people watch these live streams every day. And I'm very grateful for the love and the likes and the subs and the views and the DMs and the comments and the chats and the haters and the trolls and the spammers and the vitriol slingers and the insults. I welcome you, all of you. It's a free-range open chat, no mods, no bans, no timeouts, whether I'm with the guitar or not. Okay. Scrolling down. Where's your temple? So the temple, the recent was destroyed in the year 70 of the Christian calendar by Rome. I am of the opinion that we don't even need a temple. Eden had no temple. I believe that we can bypass, let's say, or transcend the temple, the monarchy, the Sanhedrin. I don't know precisely how it will be done, but in Eden, these things did not exist. Now, granted, we are not in Eden any longer. We are in a world of good and evil, and it would be a means to an end, right? The temple, the original place of God's dwelling, as it were, was Eden, and the original divine image was within us, right? The human beings. So where is your temple? Right here. Right here. Here is the potential temple of God. I'm not saying that I embody this noble and lofty idea, but I'm saying that the human body corresponds to the 10 sefirot. The human body corresponds to the tree of life. And the temple, with its ritual worship and its different activities there, and the priests, Levites, and Israelites, they were supposed to bring about the unity of the divine masculine and feminine presence. That was the idea. And we, within us, have masculine and feminine, whether you are born male or female. You have masculine and feminine inside of you to bring about that balance, to bring about that harmony, to bring about that unique connection within the self and externalize it and manifest it and express it and speak it forward and to act it out in the world. This is what creates that vessel for more divine light of the best possible kind to be poured onto creation, and eventually the vessels will be repaired and adorned. Each of us, each and every one of us. So where is the temple? Right here. Right there. You people, the earthly. That's you. That's where the temple is. Okay, please keep shining. Thanks. Good to see you again, Smooch. Sefilot, yes, that's right. That's right, Kushman. Ritesh Kumar Singh. God bless Ishmael with great nation, alhamdulillah. Yes, Ishmael is blessed. They are part of the Abrahamic covenant. Ishmael indeed is blessed. Your soul is without gender. Now, there are since this is a world of duality, and creation has its dualistic nature, and there are what's called the nekevot and zcharim, males and females, not in the physical and biological sense, but in the sense of the soul. Because all of the souls that we know now as human beings that have a soul, traditionally, all of the souls were once part of Adam, right, in Eden. And after the expulsion and everything there, the souls, right, Adam sort of broke up, and the souls became the people we've known as human beings in all of recorded history and before that. And so, like I said, we each contain masculine and feminine elements, regardless of our biological nature and sex. And so there were parts of Adam that were more masculine and parts of Adam that were more feminine, and those turned into masculine and feminine souls, respectively. So if you're talking about gender, that has to do more with either expression or with linguistics. But if you're talking just basically about male and female soul and a gender, yes, traditionally it can very well be. Does it manifest insofar as the male soul to the male physical body? No, not necessarily. It also has this dimorphic sort of nature. Master Yule, do you believe in Kabbalah? I mean, I've been a student of the Tree of Life ever since I'm 16. So yes, I do, but I believe that if you're going to go with Kabbalah, a kosher, right, kosher Kabbalah from a kosher master, that is the way to go about that. Wait, I need to tune? Yeah, that's better. So then the soul is either male or female predominantly. We all carry some portion of both. Yes, that is the traditional understanding. There are disputes. It's not an absolute, but yes, that's the way it's been handed down in many traditions in the Hebrew faith. Let's go on another song. Let's just open one at random. What do you say? Okay. I did that one. Okay. Wow, this is going to be a little bit difficult because, again, little chord changes. Nah, I'll screw it up. Let's not do that. A lot of messages are being held for review. So phrase it differently if you want to say something that's against the YouTube guidelines. Hey, living dead girl, have a good one, man. I'll see you tomorrow, God willing, hopefully. Hopefully. Thank you for being such an ardent supporter. I really appreciate your views, your engagement, your fellowship, your participation. A lot of messages still being held to review, people. They're not coming through. Okay. Picture yourself in a boat. No, in a boat on a river. On a river. That's not it. On a river. Yes. So picture yourself in a boat on a river. Okay. With tangerine trees and marmalade skies. Somebody calls you, you answer quite slowly. A girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Cellophane flowers of yellow and green towering over your head. Look for the girl with the sun in her eyes, and she's gone. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. I follow her down to a bridge by a fountain where rocking horse people eat marshmallow pies. Everyone smiles as you drift past the flowers that grow so incredibly high. Newspaper taxis appear on the shore, waiting to take you away. Climb in the back with your head in the clouds and you're gone. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Picture yourself on a train in the station with plasticine porters with looking glass ties. Suddenly someone is there at the turnstile, a girl with kaleidoscope eyes. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Oh, Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Lucy in the sky with diamonds. Let there be light, says fine weather. Let there be light. That reminds me of Pink Floyd's Let There Be More Light. Your God never promised you a shower 3,000 years ago. I can definitely say you are correct. Dead, I dead de vera? ID de vera? What is it? I don't know. Yes, that is correct. God did not promise me a shower. You're absolutely right. Scrolling down. The comments sometimes make me think how far we are from unity. Yeah, hey, haters gonna hate, right? Haters gonna hate. That's simply the way of the world. I have no problem. I have no problem. As far as I'm concerned, it's the best thing to do for them, right? Because the more hate they get out of their system, the less toxicity and poison they have inside. If they get it out of their system, they might actually vacate part of their human vessel to receive grace and kindness and benevolence and love and peace and understanding and fellowship. And that, if that could come into being through them getting all the bile and the vitriol, right, and the insults out of them, then yeah, target me, come at me, insult me, ridicule me, laugh at me. It's all good. It's all very welcome here in the chat. Hey, no fucking way is here. Love from Texas. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. My hate grows exponentially. I understand. Peace on earth, goodwill to everyone. Amen. And peace on earth, goodwill. Can you play Norwegian Wood? Let's see. Let's see if I can butcher Norwegian Wood. Shall we find out together? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Wait, Norwegian Wood, here it is. So I need a capo. It's in the house. I'm not going to go get it. And this is over here, but it should be over here. Okay. La 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 la. I once had a girl, or should I say, she once had me. She showed me her room. Isn't it good? Norwegian Wood. She asked me to stay and she told me to sit anywhere. So I looked around and I noticed there wasn't a chair. So what did I do, huh? I sat on a rug, biding my time, drinking her wine. We talked until 2, and then she said, it's time for bed. She told me she worked in the morning and started to laugh. I told her I didn't and crawled off to sleep in the bath. And what happened then, people, you know? And when I awoke, I was alone. This bird had flown. So I lit a fire. Isn't it good? Norwegian Wood. always this chill even when sober. I'm very sober right now. Very sober right now. Or you smoke before jamming? No, I did not smoke. I haven't smoked in quite a while. For fuck's sake, tune the guitar. Yeah, it's a cheap guitar and it's a new guitar. I bought it last week. The strings are still being, you know, working on the tension. That's a bit better. Okay. Take the words written by Bronze Age goat herders. What? Why take the words written by Bronze Age goat herders who didn't know where the sun went at night more seriously than anything said by modern science? I never said that I take anything that these goat herders in the Iron Age, it wasn't the Bronze Age. I mean, there was the Bronze Age, but at the time of the Kingdom of Israel and the Temple, it was the Second Iron Age. However, I don't say that I take it more seriously than anything said by modern science. I think both have their detriments and both have their limits being spoken by humans, right? And I do my best in order to form a synthesis of religion and modern science and realize they both are lacking, and to try and incorporate the wisdom from both science and religion into my day-to-day life. However, when it comes to matters of the spirit, when it comes to matters of the soul, as it were, when it comes to matters of the mind-body-soul connection, there is indeed a lot that science does not know and that religion does have something to say about, right? And it's been my experience, and only my experience. I don't proselytize. I don't tell other people to be this way or that way, and I don't consider myself religious in the traditional sense, though I grew up religious in Jerusalem, but I don't consider myself religious in the classical sense. The idea of combining religion with modern science is something that comes very easily and naturally to me, because I realize they both have their strengths and they both have their weaknesses. And I aim to be able to lead such a life where I take the best of both worlds and make them my own. Because I'm not living my life 100% scientifically, and I'm not living my life 100% religiously either. And I try to make a synthesis of everything that comes my way. And if I can glean wisdom from it, if I can discern some knowledge from it that can help me become a better person and make manifest my own unique image of God in which I was created, then all the better, and I'm there to use it. And insofar as the traditions of my ancestors and the holy texts, right, the sacred texts that we received and so on, I see no reason why to throw baby out with the bathwater. No reason at all. Hang on, I gotta move the camera a bit. The sun is in the way, and I can't read your messages. Okay. This guy looks like he's pro-Palestine. I'm pro-peace, man, but I'm Israeli, and I'm definitely pro-Israel. That doesn't mean that I'm against the Palestinians. It means that I'm against the Palestinian leadership and the piece of shit terrorist organizations that wish to slaughter me and all of my family, friends, kin, neighbors, and nation. So, let's see. The whole point of the scientific method, says Bob McDermott, is the best system we have come up with as humans so far, to take as much human bias out of the equation when trying to discover truth about the world, and to also lead from a place of ignorance, of I don't know, let's find out, right? Let's test the hypothesis. Let's see if there's anything to contradict the theory. I think I need to move. Do I need to move? Do I need to move it over here? Would that be better? Not really, but let's see if I can make that work. Hang on, turn it my way. That's a little bit better. Spoon says, wow, this guy is deep in propaganda. Do you think you are the master race? No, I don't believe there is such a thing as a master race. I think that we are all human beings made in the image of God, and that no race is better than the other. Gosh, you're so full of shit and yourself. Now, I am full of shit on a regular basis, and I let it go through my anus, usually. I do have a lot of instances of verbal diarrhea as well, But as for being full of myself, hey, there are 30-something people in the chat right now. Tell me, Callie XXTUS says that I'm full of myself. Do you think that's true? Give me a yes or a no in the chat. I'd love to know if people are thinking I'm full of myself. Because I make a real effort not to be full of myself. We have a no, we have a no, we have a no, we have a yup. Well, that's spoon, not remotely. Okay, so 4-1. Not yet, not, okay. Hey, Neva's here. Yes, you're very pompous. Okay, Hector, sometimes I'm light rain. I'd love to know, those who said no, thank you. Those who said yes, in which cases have you observed me being pompous, full of myself? And I'd love to know, because I'd love to work on myself and be better. Not one bit, okay. You're one of the good ones, I think, but I have met a few Israeli Jews who directly told me that they believe themselves to be superior. Of course there are those who think they are superior. I simply don't share that view. I don't hold to that opinion. I don't espouse that line of thinking. I think that it's very vain and arrogant of me, not of others, because, you know, I'm not judging others, but if I were to think that I am better than anyone else, that would lead me down a path of pride and vanity and arrogance, condescension, supremacy. Who needs that? I seek to be the lowest of the low. And indeed, I try to keep myself with my head in the clouds and with my feet firmly on the ground. And so for all of you out there who think that I am pompous, I'd love for you to tell me where you think that was. If those of you who think I'm full of myself, truly, I'd love to know where, in order to rectify my ways, because there are ways in which I need to improve all the time, every day, every day. Hey, Robert Trucker. If a dirty sheep that hasn't been trimmed in years was a person, it would be it. Thanks, Kazmagic. I appreciate that. Are you indeed a magician? Chat, look at yourself, says Smoochie. Whatever happened to the Essenes from Qumran? Did they just merge back into Jewish society, or did they phase out? So, Sek, I actually do know an Essene Nazarite woman, and I had a chat with her on this channel. We had a dialogue live on this channel, and it was great. I follow her on Facebook, and she's very Zionist. She's very much the embodiment of an Essene Nazarite, so to speak, or at least that's what it would seem to me. She's certainly separated. And I don't know if she's the embodiment of the Essenes, because I don't know. They were very strict and very harsh, and so I don't know if she's the Essenes insofar as the ones in Qumran were, right? But she does carry on parts of that tradition. At any rate, it seems that they probably merged back. I don't know if they were phased out, because here's the thing: they had their base in Jerusalem, but then when all of the infighting broke out and all of that, they took their community and they moved it to the Judean desert, right, and to Qumran. And they still made the pilgrimage 3 times a year for the festivals, right, for the festival of booths, of tabernacles, for the festival of Sukkot, of the festival of the first fruit, right, of Shavuot, and of Passover. The 3 pilgrimages. And then they still partook of the sacrificial offerings and the different things and the coming to the temple. But basically they disengaged themselves from the goings-on at the time because they saw that it wasn't going well. So I don't know, and I'm not sure what the academics or historians or researchers say. Now, if they were phased out, they weren't phased out. If they were taken out, it was by the Romans, who were slaughtering everybody at the time, right? Because of the mutiny and the rebellion, right? The revolts. So it stands to reason that either they were exiled and phased out to some degree, because there are still Essenes in the world, or those who carry on the Essene traditions. But as a group, I don't know if they were phased out. They either were killed off at the time, or they integrated back into the mainstream Jewish society. But I'm not sure. Philonetic says, I was conscious that I knew practically nothing. The beginning of wisdom is to know you know. All I know is that I know nothing. But scroll back up a little bit. Scroll back a little bit to see what people told me. What kind of guitar are you playing? I'm playing a cheap classical guitar, like the cheapest they had in the store. because I have little kids and I want to invest tons of money. Right, so the people whom I asked to tell me how I was being condescending and full of myself, they aren't answering. Well, please, do answer. I'd love to know. Now, if you want to find out more about that Essene woman that I was speaking with at the time, her name is Sarah Hayona Eisenman. Sarah Hayona Eisenman, and she is on Facebook. She is on YouTube as well, I think. And you can check out the dialogue that we had. Just search for, search in my channel, search for Sarah, S-A-R-A, and it will find it immediately. YouTube is mostly shit content, says Anima Sanazi. What do you consider to be shit content? I'm curious. Hey, Blondie, how you doing? Ima said you can have Bamba. Is she here? Is she busy? Did she say that she will give you the snack? Okay, so you'll have to wait for her. She'll give it to you soon. Okay? Good boy. Little human puppies. Yes, please close the door. Lightly, don't slam it. Okay? Shalom Aleichem. Hey, Joshua, how you doing? So many live streamers are complete assholes. Why do you think many live streamers are assholes? I'm curious. Getting worse, algorithms aren't organic. They're tailored by scripts. Now, what do you mean tailored by script? I would think, I don't know what I would think. I wouldn't know how the I don't know how the algorithm works. Well, Joshua, you could also make the argument that I'm here live on stream because I'm also looking for attention. Now, while it wasn't necessarily... Yeah, you could definitely make the argument that I'm out here looking for attention. The heck, Jews calling children little puppies. Yes, they are human puppies. That's what they are. Healer Jesus is salvation. So many people say. So many people say. My butt hurts. Hey, Trouser, good to see you again. Smoochie says, the fact YouTube pointed me to you makes me feel it's not too bad. Yeah, it has its moments. You're not the first one to say that. Hang on. Clipping the, cutting down the hedges and stuff. What a beautiful face I found in this place that is circling all around the sun. What a beautiful dream that we land on the screen in the blink of an eye. Be gone from me, soft and sweet. Let me hold it close, keep it here with me. And one day we will die, and our ashes will fly in the aeroplane over the sea. As for now we are born, let us lay in the sun, look at every beautiful thing that we see. Love to be in the arms of all I'm keeping here with me. Alright, that's not the Beatles, but let's go with the Beatles. You are Nazareth. Well, no, Nazareth is a town in Israel. I'm a Nazarite. Nothing to do with Nazareth. play guitar, I only learned to play it upside down, so songs are backwards. I hear ya. All right, another Beatles tune. Let's go. So yeah, I'm not a Nazarene. Nazarenes are either people from Nazareth or Christians who follow the Church of Nazarene. Nazarenes were also the original Jews who followed Jesus before Christianity, and those were called Nazarenes as well. Let's see. Baby's good to me, you know. She's happy as can be, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. Baby says she's mine, you know. She tells me all the time, you know. She said so. I'm in love with her and I feel fine. I'm so glad she's my little girl. She's so glad she's telling all the world that her baby buys her things, you know. He buys her diamond rings, you know. She said so. She's in love with me and I feel fine. You're pretty slim, Jim. Yes, I am. It's a genetic thing, man. I'm thin, you know. I'm thin, fit. Yeah, pretty slim. Play Slim Jim. You're pretty Slim Jim or Slim Jim? Okay, I'm not sure what you mean. What made you choose veganism? Chrysalis, good to see you again. Well, well, first of all, the Nazariteship and the Nazarite vow have a lot to do with sanctifying life. And so, since the Samson Nazarite, that's my vow, has no defilement of death, I decided to take the other side of the coin and sanctify life, right? It's two sides of the same token. And so instead of being, the prohibition against death does not apply against human death, right? The defilement of death does not apply to the Samson Nazarite. So I still wanted to do something of that nature, and so I went vegan. Also, I was vegetarian before that, and I went vegan. It's not inherently part of the vow, but I took it on, as well as cutting out all alcohol, as opposed to only grape-derived alcohol. And veganism was something that I was called to, and I figured it was the right thing to do. It's also part of Eden, right? And the Nazariteship has a lot to do with that primordial mindset and touching at the root of things, as it were. This is why the Nazarite is commanded to grow his or her hair wild, from the topmost part of the individual, from the crown, from the root, the organic root, all the way down as low as it can be. Just like the divine revelation comes from the highest place all the way to the lowest. Just like the Tao says, right, that it's like water that comes from the highest place to the lowest place seeking the lowest place and takes on any shape and form. And the hair of the Nazarite, when you allow it to just do its own thing, right, and just form these free-form dreads, like water, like the Tao, like divine revelation itself, this is part of what it symbolizes. And veganism went hand in hand with that because of the veganism of Eden and the idea of respecting life and sanctifying life. So that's why it came very naturally to me, and I've never looked back. So that's why veganism is in my future. However, I need to make it sustainable for me, and I can't do that yet. APO says, no temple, no sacrifice. If you think you are apt, but it can be ego, you can do the bracha. If you are vegetarian, no ego, no acceptation of the bracha for an honest man. I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean. To mark as he thus is set apart, right? What do you mean, Emmanuel? Dickie Deck says Rastafari. Well, I'm not a Rastafarian, but Rastas, some religious Rastas do take the Nazarite vow, and we have that in common, right? And that Aita living, vegetarianism, veganism, clean living. So yeah. To be honest, I cannot imagine my life with beef jerky, but good for you. With or without? So I don't think I've ever really had beef jerky, like the classic beef jerky. I don't know if it's kosher. I mean, it's beef. Presumably it would be if it was slaughtered and it's a cured meat, right? If I'm not mistaken, it is. Fine Weather says, think they're saying eating animal flesh is not righteous. So eating animal flesh, particularly during times like the Sabbath, the festivals, the feasts, the new moons, when the day itself already holds great significance, when the day itself already has a covenant baked right into it, these are times when eating meat is not only permissible, but nearly downright commanded, and is seen as a good thing. Many people say that ordinary folk, Hebrew folk, should not be eating meat on the weekdays, and should only be eating meat at such a time when it can be elevated by the nature and virtue of the day wherein they're eating the meat. I was raised Christian, says JD, but always been open to other perspectives. I think it's fascinating, as do I. I think it is fascinating. I think that's what this channel is about, right? It's a live Q&A. It's us talking. It's us sharing ideas. It's exchanging views, and it can. How did you trick God today? Says Itvara. I don't know what that means. So yeah, there are many people who consider modern day halacha to be tricking God, and they don't know what they're talking about. Usually because they don't know halacha. So yeah, Itvara, Litvara, I'd love to know what do you mean by tricking God? I would love to know. Hello, little bee. Don't sting me. Go gather some nectar. My Midwestern brain can't comprehend that in the Midwest dinner isn't dinner without meat or lunch or breakfast. Yeah, many people also in Central and South America who have spoken to me when they found out I was vegetarian or vegan at the time, and they said, I just can't imagine life without any animal products, certainly not without meat. To them I say, okay, cool, that's part of your culture, it's part of your upbringing, it's part of your diet, by all means do it. I'm not telling people what to do. I'm not a militant vegan. I'm not a militant vegan in the least. Wait, hang on a second, I gotta fix the angle over here. Okay. Ray says, do you think all the Abrahamic religions are just the same religion with different versions for different era? They all have the same prophets. No, they don't. The Hebrew faith does not recognize Jesus as a prophet nor Muhammad as a prophet, so you got that wrong. While Islam and maybe the Baha'i as well recognize Jesus and Muhammad and Moses, right, and others to be prophets. So you're kind of wrong about that. Do I think it's the same? No, I don't think they're the same at all. I don't think they're the same at all. As a Christian living in Brooklyn and New Jersey, I felt the holes with the strings were a Jewish loophole. Thoughts on that? Tricking God. So, okay. The idea of making a place communal by having a physical something around it. The idea of eruv, that's what it's called in Hebrew, eruv. Now, on Shabbat, you're not supposed to step out of a certain designated area, and you're not supposed to go beyond a certain distance, and there are many, many different rabbinic laws therein. And if you designate an area to be communal as one area instead of many different houses, like a single area under one geographical banner, it permits you to behave in such a way as if it was your own backyard, so to speak. So the poles and the string, right, and the eruv, that's actually physically surrounding an area with a very small, thin, near non-existent wall. What's the idea of a wall, right? A wall is something that where you have parameters. It could be a round one, it could be a square one, whatever. When you designate a place physically and you wall it in, then you say this is one place. The idea of the eruv is to sort of, with a very small wall, it wouldn't protect you from any enemies, but it does have the benefit of giving you the halachic status of a single place, of one place. Now, I don't think that it's tricking God. I think halacha was made by people for people. And I think certain halachas were given to Moses at Sinai, what's called halacha leMoshe miSinai. And things like eruv, I don't see it as a loophole. I see it as something that from the onset is a given thing to those in authority to make halachic rulings in the matter. So I think that if you're given the halachic option to do so, it's not a loophole. It's something that from the get-go and from the onset, we were given authority as human beings to use and to manipulate and to work with. And halacha, very famously, right? The Torah is not in the heavens. The Torah is not across the great sea. The Torah is in our hearts. The Torah is on our lips. The Torah is in our minds to keep it and perform it and carry it out and bring it down to reality. So even though there are people who might say, that's just a loophole, it's just a way to trick God, I say no, that's usually, because I'm not a halachic sage, scholar, or ruler, but that's usually not the way halacha works. And if something is deemed permissible by the people, it's permissible, because halacha was given by people for people. So in that sense, the Torah also, keep in mind, halacha is something that was supposed to remain oral. It was written down because of dire necessity and destruction and exile and death and tragedy. But halacha and oral law were meant to remain oral, and they were meant to be carrying on and evolving and progressing along with society throughout time. So some people might say it's a loophole, but I see it simply as halacha adapting itself to the modern age and the modern times insofar as it does that. And that's part of the point of halacha. So I don't necessarily see it as tricking, loopholes, fooling God, but I understand those who do see it that way. I definitely do. Okay. Another song? Shall we go with another song? Let's go with another song. All right, let's read a bit what's going on here in the chat. Why is figs not kosher? Figs are kosher, man. Figs are very kosher. So God is not in me. I agree. Right? You have divine revelation. You have a life force. You have a soul. Some people say God is literally within you, and I'm not of that opinion. I see a very clear difference between creation and creator. God is in all of us as JD. At some point in time, it's up to us to recognize it and act positively upon it. So I wouldn't say God, right? I would say divine revelation, the revelation of a breath of life, the animating spirit, soul, right? That whole thing. Yes. Same outcome, right? We need to manifest the image of God in which we all were created in earnest and truly bring it to the foreground. Make it in the world. Exactamundo is here. I think, did I say hello to you when were you here before? Anyway, hello. I don't view Islam as anything positive. They're not all inherently bad, but neither are football hooligans. I hear you. I don't know enough. Hey, good morning, Ruby Word. I don't know enough Muslims. That is to say, I mean, I live in an area with plenty of Muslims, and many of them are just fine individuals, and too much war, too much bloodshed, too much terrorism. So it's not. Smoochie says, isn't that putting me and others in your home in a way? In a way being the active phrasing here. In a way which permits you to act in certain ways, right, and do certain things, and that make the entire place one. Also, it's not a home. There's what's called Reshut HaYachid and Reshut HaRabim, meaning the place of the single individual and the place of the congregation. And, individual and collective, Yachid v'Rabim. Oh man, oof! Football Sunday on Fox. I don't watch football. I never got into it. I'd rather watch baseball, really. It's been an hour and 38 minutes. Should I stop? Should I keep going? Should I play another song? Let's play another song. Let's go with Let's go with a different book. Let's go with the 1967 to 1970 book and open it at random. Okay, what do we have? Okay, I need a capo for this, so I'm going to screw it up. A lot of chord changes here that I'm going to just gloss right by because I can't do the very fast chord changes with, finger here, finger there. Okay. Martha, my dear, though I spend my days in conversation, please remember me. Where is it? Over here. Martha, my love. No, that's not it. Is it this? Don't forget me, Martha, my dear. Oh, see, I need the capo because I can't get the vocals right. Help yourself to a bit of what is all around you, silly girl. Take a good look around you. Take a good look, you're bound to see that you and me were meant to be for each other. Silly girl. No, I can't do Martha, my dear. The capo, I really need the capo. All right, step right this way. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up for the mystery tour. The magical mystery tour is waiting to take you away, waiting to take you away. Hey, hey, hey. That's an invitation. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up to make a reservation. Roll up for the mystery tour. The magical mystery tour is hoping to take you away, hoping to take you away. Hey, hey, hey. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up for the mystery tour. Roll up the magical mystery tour. Roll up right this way. Hey, MM is here. How you doing, man? So yeah, I did Blackbird the other day, and I couldn't do the fast chord changes. I need to work on it. They don't cling, 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 cling. No, can't play Blackbird. I mean, not properly. But I used to know. When I was a teenager, I played it very well. You're fucked, says Justin. Yes, I am. I am very well fucked. It's good to be well fucked, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Words are flowing out like this rain into a paper cup. They slither wildly as they slip away across the universe. Pools of sorrow, waves of joy are drifting through my open mind, possessing and caressing me. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Images of broken light which dance before me like a million eyes. They call me on and on across the universe. Thoughts meander like a restless wind inside a letterbox. They tumble blindly as they make their way across the universe. That's what we're doing, you know. We're all tumbling blindly, hurling through space on this organic little spaceship. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Sound of laughter, shades of life are ringing through my opened ears, inciting and inviting me. Limitless, undying love that shines before me like a million suns. It calls me on and on across the universe. Jai Guru Deva Om. Nothing's gonna change my world. 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 Okay, I need to put it back here. I can't really see the screen. Can't really see the screen. I should, you know what? I should probably, the sun is right up there. It's right above me. So no matter where I put it, it's going to be, okay. Ooh, you're wishing you had your 12 string. 12 string is a beautiful sound. So, so beautiful. I am going to try and get a different, no, I think no matter where I put it, I'll have the glare. So I don't know what's up. I don't know. Smoochie wants me to keep going. I really appreciate the confidence. Bob had cancer, says Philonetic, and thought weed was going to heal him. Well, weed is a healer, right? The herb is the healing of a nation, right? Hang on, let's see if I can put that down there. Okay. But yeah, you know, when it's time for you to go, it's time for you to go. Yes, weed is a healer, weed is a medicine, but you need to do it, you know, when it comes to cancer, I don't know if it can help. I have no idea. I'm not an oncologist. Does God love Palestinians? Asks Lee Couch. I don't know God. All I know is how God reveals himself to me. The revelation of God that we call love is for all humanity. So I'm inclined to say that there is a divine revelation that loves everybody regardless. And then countering that is the divine revelation, the calculating divine revelation of judgment, wrath, anger, vengeance, that is also manifested in the world. And, you know, along the lines of grace and patience, there's also something that where there is a revelation of anger here in this world. You need to go, says Justin. Yeah, maybe I do need to go. Oh, whoops. The chat keeps jumping. It's too sensitive. Are you a Jew? Hi, Guardian Pie. Yes, I am. I am a Levite of the Kingdom of Judah. How about you? Where are you at in the world? Tell us some stuff. I want it to be here so the frame would be with the good amount of headroom, but then I can't see the screen. So it's a problem. Maybe I should stop. Maybe I should stop playing. Or maybe I should just turn it somewhere else. And I'm going to try turning it somewhere else. I need to get a better pillow. My butt's starting to hurt. Hey, Timmy is here. How are you today? I'm doing great. How are you, Timmy? My man, Timmy. You're becoming quite the regular. I appreciate your viewership and your engagement in the comments and in the chat. And all of you, right? Shout out to the replay crew, by the way. I really appreciate your time and your kind attention and your viewership. So yeah, I think I am going to go. I'll grab some lunch before the kids wake up. And this has been lovely. And I thank you all for being here with me, butchering the Beatles on this lovely Tuesday afternoon. God willing, I will see you this evening for a live Q&A from Jerusalem, or maybe tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. I've been doing 2 a day recently. I've been doing one in the afternoon with the guitar, and then a regular live stream, Q&A, chaotic live stream in the evening. And I like it. I do. Let me know, people, if it's too much viewer fatigue. I don't want that to happen. So let me know if it's too much. And those of you who are regulars, definitely let me know in the comments or in the chat if it's too much. So yeah, I am going to go grab a bite to eat, chill with my woman a little bit. And I'll see you good people, hopefully later this evening for another live stream where the wonders never cease. Be blessed, be a blessing to others, be the light in other people's lives, be the light in other people's live streams, and keep on shining. Keep on shining. Have a good one, people. Peace and love, Jerusalem.